Hello, how's everyone doing today? Gonna tap in, see what the messages are, see what the vibe is for this weekend. So we're just gonna get right to it. Spirit, what does every single body watching this need to know right now? What does every single body watching this need to know? All right, so we got 5 cards. We're going to see what the first two are. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So at this point in time, you're kind of looking at the bigger picture like, is this for me? Is all this time and effort, all this energy going to be worth it? Am I going to get out of it what I'm putting into it? And the answer is yes. If your heart and soul is in something, do not let your ego, your mind, talk you out of it. Do not let yourself hold back your gifts from this world. Like, that is the mood. Everything's in motion, and we've got the Four of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So we've got a lot of we've got all kinds of energy here. We've got the air, we got the fire. What I'm feeling like with this is everything's in motion, but you're still stuck on the past. You're still worried about all the shit that did not work out in the past. And Spirit is like, no, boo, you got to think about the right now. You got to think about what's going right, what's really popping off. Because at the end of the day, if we're caught up on the past all the time, we're going to be there. We're not going to be here in the future or here in the present. We're not going to be working towards the future. We're going to be stuck in the past. And I feel like with that energy, it's like just because it didn't work out in the past does not mean it's going to go wrong now. And this is with relationships, friendships, jobs. You never will know unless you try. And that's what the message is. The Spirit is like, you can go back and forth from here to there, from the fence to the water, like whatever it is. But if you don't try, you will never know. We got the Emperor. So really balancing those counter energies, that duality of living, the black and the white, knowing that if you put your heart and soul into something, it's going to work out in your highest good. If you put your heart and soul into it, it's going to pop off for you. And you got to have that intention. You got to have that mindset. And really, the Emperor is really connected to the divine universal energies. So using your ability to manifest is great, but if you don't take that creative action to that goal, you will not obtain it. The universe needs you to meet them halfway. It's like you get a divinely inspired idea, but you don't do anything with it. Well, what? Like, they gave you the idea, you had to act on it. So it's like knowing that the universe is filling your heart and soul with all of these ideas, but it's up to you to take the one that resonates and move forward with it. It's up to you to take the one that really triggers you and move forward with it. So we got surrender and perseverance, number 91 and number 4. So what I'm seeing here with surrender is surrendering to your divine guidance, knowing that you are a very spiritual being, knowing that you have this inherent oneness with the universe and that we all are connected. But knowing how that web connects for you is really what's going to take you next level, boo. Like, knowing how it resonates with you is what takes you to the next level. So perseverance, pushing through the tough times, knowing that it cannot rain forever, knowing that nothing in this life is meant to harm you, but it's meant to help your soul evolve. So if you are going through tough times, knowing that pushing through is the better option versus giving up. Giving up isn't even an option. Like, it's just not. Like, because no matter if you give up now or whatever, like, it's going to come back up. It's going to come back up. Like, it's not going to leave you alone because it's your destiny. It's your fate. And then we got number 5, change. Perseverance, number 4. Number 5, change. So knowing that a mindset shift is needed. Knowing that you have this gift and you have this ability, and that's what makes you you. That's what makes you unique. And it's almost like no one can do it like you're going to do it. So who cares if everyone's doing it? Like, it's kind of like, you know, if we only looked to the people in the spotlight for answers, how would we ever ignite our own spotlight? It's like, there's a million people who make music, but what's another one? Or there's a million people who make art, but what's another one? Like, no one can do it like you. No one's going to bring through what you're going to bring through. And that's what Spirit wants you to know, boo. That's what Spirit wants you to know. So I'm going to pull some Work Your Light cards and see what the message is. So we've got the Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? A lot of questions. Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yes. So Spirit really wants you to acknowledge that you're clinging on to things that do not serve you. And that could be mindsets, that could be people, places, things, whatever it is. It's time to surrender. It's time to surrender to the flow of the universe, to the benevolence of the universal energies. And how can you mother yourself? Sometimes we look to our parents and we like to blame them and we like to point fingers about why we are the way we are. But really, every single day that we wake up, it's a choice, boo. It is a choice that we are making. So Spirit wants you to recognize that. Recognize that not making a choice is a choice. Not making movement is a choice. Sometimes procrastination and laziness or whatever is really our own way of keeping ourselves safe or keeping ourselves in a comfort zone. It's not that we don't want it. It's just that we're worried about how it's going to work out. So we're like, well, if I don't make any movement, then I don't have to know. Yes, boo, it's going to keep coming back for you. It's going to keep coming back for you because it's your destiny. And know that only you can fulfill your destiny. That is the key to your success. Then we've got Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. Exactly what it says. You have the ability to jump into this wormhole we call life and roll with it and make the most out of it and really bring the most into your life. And that's what Spirit wants you to know, is it's not about the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, but it's about what you're going to do today to change it. What are you going to do today to make it happen? And you have the abilities. I mean, truly, Spirit has been giving you these divine guidances, giving you this inspiration, but it's our mind. It's this this comparison cycle that we get into with others. Like, well, they do this and it's so good. How could I ever be that good? You're not meant to be like them. That's the thing. It's like you're your own kind of good. You're your own kind of greatness. And it just references back to like, what's another person? Yeah, there might be a million people who do it, but what's another one? Be the change that you wish to see. Be the inspiration that you need in your life. Don't look to others. Look to your own spirit, because that's where you're going to find all them answers. That's where all of the answers are. Really seeing the color green, especially with this card. That's new beginnings. That's planting seeds and knowing that you're not going to eat the fruit for a while, but you water it anyways, but you check on it anyways. It's kind of like that experiment where, like, if you name your plant and you talk to it, it'll grow. But if you talk bad to it, it dies. Like, it's kind of like, not talking yourself out of something, but embracing that these inspirations are here for a reason.